Welcome back, survivors. I'm SurvivalVis, and we return to Call of the Wild. Though this time, we're in the Medved-Taiga. I think that's what it is. Let me see the map. Yep, the Medved-Taiga. Actually, let me stop and get a proper description for you. There we go. Far from civilization, a challenge for hunters, adventurers, and scientists alike, the taiga, with its frozen valleys, mountains, and unreliable weather conditions, will put your navigation and tracking skills to the test. Hunters looking for a variety of game will not be disappointed, as the Siberian mainland is home to solid populations of brown bear, moose, reindeer, lynx, and a curious musk deer. So as you can see, we're in for big game here. And we also actually started in fairly easy too, because as soon as we're dropped in, well, they pretty much gave you a tutorial animal to take on, but there was a little musk deer doe just looking at us that, well, we took down in a single shot. So you didn't miss too much aside from that, but we're going to keep our eyes peeled, look around the land, see what we can spot. This is definitely where we definitely want to keep our weapons at the ready and have high caliber stuff. Because moose are, I think that's a weapon class 4 if I'm right, or it might only be a 3. So we did hear a call from a deer, or a musk deer around here. And they're a unique looking deer. So the males may have antlers, but both of male and female, I think, have these almost fangs to them. You'll see once we can hopefully find this one. And I'll actually have to figure out what my loadout will be for here, too. A new region, generally you want to keep yourself with a few things at the ready for it. But I already am in love with this new reserve. Well, new reserve for us. This is exactly what I find so many games don't... That's a mating call? Sounds more like it's dying. Let me check my inventory. Do any of my callers work on... No, I don't think any of them work on the musk deer. So yeah, we'll have to find a base camp or something, set up, and be able to swap out for a better caller. But no games really capture that you can have a snowy forest that is alive and full of vegetation. Everywhere just kind of gives you the same dreary, uninhabitable wasteland of sorts. But living up here in Canada and northwestern Ontario, yeah, that's my little area I live in, you get to see and enjoy winter in a bit of a different way than everyone else. You basically get a lot of what you see here out in the wilderness and up around us. I just want to see if we can maybe find that deer to get another one down so I can show you those. Well, I'd have to say they're fangs. Tusks, although they could be tusks. I wonder if they should actually be called Siberian tusk deer. Well, we'll try to get closer, and also new unique kind of tracking feature. Almost reminds us of Where the Predator looking down. Thermal goggles, or thermal vision in a way. Oh. Yeah, so we saw one bounding over this way. Let's see if we can maybe keep quiet and we'll get a good view. Line up a shot to take on another one. No, actually, maybe that was a reindeer we spotted. was a musk deer. I don't know what we actually saw go rushing off this way. They're pretty good at keeping to the trees for cover, though. Just try getting a little bit of glassing to see if we can spot anything, but I better go find that lookout that's over this way, so that way we can get our gear in proper order. But I do really love this. And the vegetation actually doesn't seem too thick, so it might be really difficult, like, say, Hirschfelden's woods are, where you have so much to try to see through and look around. I think this might actually be one of my new reserves I'll do a lot of hunting in. I kind of need to as well. Well, not need to, but will have to because of the weird progression curve the Call of the Wild has put into itself. You used to basically get alternating skill points and perk points every level. Now it's changed to every 3 levels you only get 1, and they alternate like that. So it kind of feels like your progress is completely stinted. Oh, there was a warning call from a musk deer this way. You know, we'll go up to the lookout and see if we can spot anything off of that. Make our way up through. Nice big open snowy plain. I don't even want to try pronouncing that until I hear our local guide of sorts let us know what that's supposed to sound like. Because this is up in Russia, so the language there is much different to English, despite how it'll kind of appear on screen. Like, the pronunciation is a lot different. Gotta keep on climbing. I do like that they did kind of give a snow texture on everything. Oh, I almost thought for a second you could see your own footprints looking back. But not quite. I guess everything's kind of covered in frost, so you won't see them. That was a bit of a thud to get up here. I'm surprised that this would actually have a thing like this here with a little sign. But it is a beautiful land to look out over.
This lookout offers quite the view. From up here you can see outposts, hunting grounds, and all the nature you can feast your eyes on.
So that's where we gotta go. And then every time you go to a new reserve, you'll get a little tutorial of sorts to get yourself ready for it. Kind of prep you out, your first hunt, your first directions, that sort of thing. So now we'll make our way all the way down and head out for that.
The nearest outpost location is marked on your hunter mate. Go there now to rest, resupply, and take shelter. You may want to fix up the place. It hasn't seen much use since winter came.
Yeah, so we're going to head out there. Wait a minute. Was that a vodka bottle? Yeah, very well, wait. I don't know if that's just being stereotypical or you'd expect that, but ooh. We do leave footprints in the snow. That's always a welcome little feature in a game with snow anywhere. So we do have a small ways to go to reach that, don't we? When I say small, though, it is quite a hike. So looks like... Yeah, this is the sort of trail ahead. Not that there's really any trails out here. But, oh, this makes you... With being the middle of summer recording this, and it going on the channel, this makes you feel cool just imagining the cold breeze going through you. The snap, kind of cold snap in the air. The crinkling and crunching of the leaves and frozen plants. Even if they are floating in strange formations. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do a few episodes in here. Because I just love the... Again, this reminds me of the upcoming Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I say upcoming, it's not going to be till next year, 2020. But just this feel of a snowy, icy forest that's actually, well, alive feeling. Monster Hunter's always done icy wastelands and barrens, and, well, anywhere that really does snow and ice takes winter to the extreme. And they don't really show off nice places like this to them. So this is a welcome reserve to be on and hunting with. We'll just have to keep our eyes out for spotting anything far off. Another musk deer went that way. We'll try to get to that outpost. No, actually looks like there is a proper trail of sorts coming up. I don't... all the bays that are probably on the map are frozen over, so I wonder if... Yeah, I imagine the animals would have the AI pathing to be able to go over it and onto it. So that might even give us very good opportunities to scout further ahead, too. Yeah, it's just a sea of white. Let's see if we can, although it looks like there are some spots that might be thin ice. Spot out that way? Not really. Nothing for now. I'll have... You know what, while we're walking, let me look up what the wildlife has for kind of weapon classing. So, reindeer, here we go. Brown bear, weapon class 3. Asian lynx is a 1. The musk deer are 1. And the reindeer are 3, so there isn't actually any level 2, or weapon class 2 animals out here. That's good to know, because that could free up a little bit of inventory space for us to use stronger gear. Oh, and actually, let me check about the moose. Weapon class 4. They are a 4. Okay. So we'll want the the super strong rifle we've got. And then proper collars for whatever is around and out here. I don't know if... We'll have to go into the store and see if we can pick up any collars for things like the reindeer. So I don't think the... antler... Oh, it will work for reindeer. And caribou. What do we serve our caribou on? Oh, must be the Yukon one that they're probably on. Let's see, plains bison, harlequin duck, grizzly bear, wolf, caribou. Well, I might actually have to get the Yukon one, depending on how popular the series is. Just because that'll feel like another little hunting reserve close to home-ish. Well, close to in-country. That's still quite a ways off from where I live. But we'll make our way along still, enjoy the nice skybox, not pox, and eventually outfit us to try taking on something. And I don't actually think, regions, yeah, there's nothing really to go into there, so I just want to see. Close that. I don't think the rabbit... I don't think there is actually something like a snowshoe hare out here, is there? Doesn't really look like it, so we might even be able to... Oh! Yeah, there are moose out and about, so we'll have to remember that. I don't think we have the... No, we don't have our good powered rifle with us. So we'll just get to the outpost and get ourselves properly equipped for everything that we're going to come across. So it's 1, 3, and 4. Here it is. Actually doesn't look in too bad shape, does it? Nice little hunting cabin of sorts. Whatever the hell this is. Seriously, what the... Is this maybe like a food storage or something, or what? Oh, that's weird. But let's claim the outpost and get ourselves started here. Yeah, we fixed it up by dumping a shipping container and putting up a random tourist board.
You have arrived. Our outposts are no 5-star hotels, but they beat sleeping outside. Once you fix the place, you can rest and resupply here anytime.
Yeah, I quite like this. I'd love to be able to spend a little time in like a little cabin like this. Wood stove to cook on, little table. I really like this little log. Well, yeah, log cabin. Okay, now on to the main...
Now that you're comfortable, or as comfortable as anyone can be out here, I need you to help one of the other team members, Gunther Baden, at the campsite in Rybatsky Bay. You might have an easier time calling it Fisherman's Bay.
Not really.
We haven't heard from him since the blizzard last week. His last mobile communication said he was low on food. Gear up to hunt deer. Bring hungry Gunther some fresh meat.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so into storage, or... Yeah, storage here. Okay, so... We will not need the Virant, and we can't use the shotgun yet. So we'll probably use our bow. And where is the super rifle? No, I think it is...
Gunther Baden is our photographer. I tell you, he comes as highly recommended as you, but the truth is he comes very, very cheap. Gunther arrived about a week ago to set up remote cameras all across this region, Ledinoy Bay. He loaded up an ATV with plenty of supplies, but like I said, we haven't heard from him since the storm. It's normal for people to disappear for a few days in the taiga. But Gunther, unlike you, his resume grossly exaggerated his wilderness survival skills. He is more of a passionate amateur than a consummate professional. Thanks for hunting on his behalf.
Yeah, sounds like he's getting himself over his head with things. We'll keep the rabbit collar. Probably keep the fawn collar too, because that might be good for that. But it doesn't look like I actually have anything for the musk deer. Interesting. Okay, let me see what I need on the range master, because I'm pretty sure that is our... So I need the Hyperion, and we're not alone here. I thought they would be hard to find. They just literally walked into camp, a lynx. Okay, let's get ourselves outfitted and proper before something else suddenly springs up on us. Bow and Rangemaster. And for ammo, we need that. Sights, we need that. We'll keep that there. Lures. So, we want the Antler Rattler, the Moose Caller, and the Fawn. And honestly, I think that's basically it. There's not actually that much diversity to gain here. An elusive predator, except when it...
The lynx are fast, cunning, and deadly. Near perfect predators. Claiming this one makes you an apex predator today.
About that, your apex predator came up, yelled at me, and then got shot. I'm afraid you might need to rethink your classification for it. I do have to admit, they would be impossible to spot with these surroundings. Is that it already making a mating call? Well, this is peculiar, isn't it? Notice I gotta work on my shot placement again. There's another one that said I only got a flesh wound. Oh wait, I have a collar. I explicitly said I was going to keep this on us, so that way we could call them in. Let's see. All the tracks go up that way. What am I doing for funds? Not too bad off, although I think I'm probably... a ways off from... not too far off from next level, but it's definitely going to be a while. Oh, wrong one. So spotted it going up that way. Right, actually, you know what? I should probably take that completely off as my, and I can't. Right. I was going to take it completely off as my active skill, so that way I don't hit it by accident, but it seems like you can't do that. Once you have one, you're stuck with one. Or you're stuck until you replace it with another one. Okay, so it's somewhere up ahead. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by the fact it's shot, though. I guess maybe Russian determination or Russian resolve that a shot means nothing to them? in a little bit here and see. Gotta remember, though, to stop going for these lung tries, or the heart shots. They don't seem to work at all, so we'll focus on just getting the lungs for the vital shot. Ah, great time to not be able to pronounce a word properly. I'm not hearing anything coming towards us. Wind's against us, too. So that'll make this more difficult. Wait, there are boars out here, too? I didn't realize that. I wish they would say exactly what animals are in what areas. Wild boar are too, aren't they? Yeah, something that I don't have the weapon class for. Actually, does that even work for the lynx? I didn't even think to check. Okay, yeah, it does. It makes me wonder, maybe there are rabbits on this. I'll have to look up after we're done this episode about all the game that is in this reserve now. Because I didn't think there were wild boars here. Well, actually, no, Russia has them, and so they'd probably be here. I hear something just ahead, but it might be the boar instead of... I can't see anything through the scrub. And these don't want to focus properly for me. Try one more call out and then move. I just can't pick up what might be ahead of us. Oh, there's also movement to our side here. should be our links. Yeah, that's our links right there. And that's not a wild boar, that's a lynx call. The developers really need to slow down in what they do and go back over their stuff. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't actually any wild boars on the map. And it's just they didn't do that properly. And another flesh wound, but I think she's got to be close to toppling over. Yeah, she's got to be down just a head or so. That's a weird call, but maybe we'll be able to spot him with that. Surprised I don't have a way of being able to call the musk deer in. But then again, with their name, it must be they have a strong scent detection. Or pull. Yeah, right over there. Well, we'll get her. Oh, really? Are you telling me that really was not a hard shot? The arrow is scraping it.
That should feed Gunther for a while. If he is not grateful, I will smack him.
That one I can kind of see, but not really. I think I gotta go for the high penetration ones. Okay, let me grab my binoculars out. Oh, there's another lynx.
I will admit I'm worried about Gunther. Even with all the trouble he's making for you and me, nobody deserves to starve. Well, anyway, you'll find him at a campsite in the area I've marked on your hunter mate. Stay safe out there.
I kind of like our guide with us. They're giving us a lot of prestige for us just screwing around and just messing up a bit. But we'll try to get a proper vital shot on a lynx this time. And I think our ammo is, yeah, we need the high penetration for going after anything in here. Seems like this other ammo is completely garbage. And I don't know... see, with the wind right at our back and blowing... Everything's downwind of us right now, so it's probably going to be harder to try to get a good shot. But if we're lucky and the scrub is like this, we might have good visibility. That's a run, so maybe not. Just thought maybe that would get a warning call. We could possibly get a sighting in. So where is Gunther? No idea, unless he's way off somewhere. It's not a wild boar, it's a lynx. That shouldn't be that hard to... Nah, I'm not going to go after that. We'll go find out what this mystery eye is. It's probably a stand we can set up, and that'll give us a bit of a view. But so far, it's not been a bad first. That's what irks me, is just lazy and sloppy coding, really. Okay. Here's a little something. Expedition 5. Supply issues more than we thought. When a pound the coast, we'll need to head south and east to return to base camp. South and east, so must maybe that one there? Actually, we got ourselves way out into wild territory, didn't we? Yeah, for this far out, we might as well put a little something right here and aim for heading towards that. Another moose track. Reindeer this time. Actually, you know what? Let's head east. So that way we're making our way kind of back to camp. And also so that way we don't have to worry about the wind spooking anything on that way. So we'll try to get maybe one... Yeah, we'll just go for one animal next. Just because the last episode went up over an hour, or about an hour, and I don't want them quite that long. I think 40 to 45 minutes is a good duration for it. Excuse me, a little hiccup there. What's this right here? Oh, Lynx tracks. Makes me wonder if there is any way to read more on the musk deer. Very easy. Yeah, only musk deer scent will seem to draw them in. I've never really hunted with scents all that much, because I was more of a tracker and stalker than I was an ambusher. So maybe this will be the reserve that changes that. Well, we at least have our good powered rifle that we can try doing something about this with, but ooh. She did not like hearing us, did she? I'm sorry, we're just a moose having a stroke. Could you please come help us? Compared to that little roar or bellow she gave, we sounded pretty weak, didn't we? I'm trying to remember. Moose, I think, have... I think it's... She sounds close and fast. That's not good. A close and fast moose means we could get run over by her. Slowly give a little bit of space if she does come closer out. Oh. Wait, that's where she is? She sounded much closer than that. And that should have definitely been the lungs. If the game tells me otherwise, I'm going to be ticked off. Damn right, that was a vital hit. Yeah, there she is right there. We'll probably work our way back up towards the base camp, just so that way we can get proper ammunition for our other rifle. Well, we bagged ourselves a nice sized moose. Right through both lungs. And the heart would have been down right at the shoulder. So let's work our way up there, shall we? I am quite surprised that this reserve actually doesn't have a weapon class 2 animal on it. I thought it might have actually had the wild boars, because I know Russia has them fairly common, I believe. But, no, I can't really see any excuse for why you would, unless maybe something changed on an update, and although why would you go back and be updating the code towards that display? Like, I still can't get over how that mislabeling for the calls. I just want to glass out here and maybe see if we can spot a musk deer again. They're supposed to be a common and easy game animal, so I figure they might be plentiful. But so far, they've been pretty elusive. Tracks of one heading up this way, so maybe we will spot one on our trek to the camp. Or the outpost. Really hear how the trees creak and groan with the wind on this reserve. Probably because everything's so brittle with the cold. Oh, well, this was a need zone, so that's a good little thing to find. From 3:30 to 7. Well, we're way past those times. Just gotta keep going and slowly work our way towards that. Just gotta make our way through all these reeds and that. Eventually we'll see our way through. There we go. You can really hear the wind too, so I wonder if the sound is more muffled by what you do here. Just if there's a strong wind blowing through, maybe you won't be heard if you're moving around through things more. Oh, we found the trail again. It usually seems too that it might even be better to stay on trails when you're trying to find game. Nature always tries to be more efficient if possible, so you're more likely to probably find animals using pre-made trails than just wandering in the bush without anything, or any easy path to take. That's why deer trails get worn down so often, is that they'll keep using the same sort of highway to save the energy of fighting the resistance of the bush. They'll sprint off it if needed, but they're generally more likely to follow and use that. Wonder if we'll have anything else coming to visit camp while we're trying to get ourselves reset again. Uh-oh. Oh, excuse me. That kind of came out of nowhere for myself, but maybe it's just the cold weather of the game coming to us. I still wonder what the hell that little thing is, though. Okay, what weapon are we using? That is the 223. Looks like she's going to be one we might actually put ourselves to the test to. So, where's the 223 ammo? There it is. We want the polymer tip. Ammo, polymer tip. There we go. We'll see how far away she was. Maybe we'll try to get her in before we close up the episode. Just that way I can show you guys the kind of tusks almost they get. Yeah, so she is hearing us coming now, and she's just in... Oh, I think she's coming out right there. Yeah. Fluffy little thing, isn't it? Okay. Alright, don't tell me that that was just a flesh wound. If that didn't get the heart, that had to have gotten a lung. Now, especially at this distance, I can't see that really sending or affecting the aim of it. There we go, that's better. Oh, she dropped right over here. So let that be a lesson for you guys if you're starting in the hunting. Don't use anything soft point. Use the polymer tips for the penetration, because that's what seems to honestly work. Yeah, can we show off? Can't really show off the tusks on her. It might be maybe the males have them more pronounced. But... Oh, really? That didn't count through the heart? Well, it looks like the arrow was right through that. But anyway, with her taken down... Oh, a new little thing. We'll at least listen if there's anything there. No, doesn't seem like it. So, with that, survivors, we're going to leave another episode of Call of the Wild here. And if you do enjoy it, I will only do this sort of as a weekend series. Just a little way of keeping it going, having fun, relaxing with more just talk pieces, or talk episodes than anything else. So, if you do want to support the channel, be sure to leave a like or a comment on any of the videos, whether you thought it was good, if you had any suggestions or ideas for anything else. I'm always eager for feedback. And I am still working towards that 100 subscriber milestone. So if you do want to keep up to date with the channel and do want to show a bit of support, think about subscribing underneath the video there. It helps you keep in touch and see what's going on with the channel, and also helps us slowly build up and get ourselves a good footing. Until the next time I see you guys, though, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.